break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend. They should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work. I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed. Ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And some room to maneuver. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First down, Packers.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And he'll find Hall. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. It's caught here by Adams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 6. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marvin Hall, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the 27, Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. On 1st and 10, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go. That's another Texans.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, 31! Hey, turn it up.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
This is it. 19. Check. You must be dreaming. Alert. Time to go.
From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Derrick Henry with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Texans push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that's complete to Adams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Henry. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll toss it to Henry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Faking the give. Now Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Defense wins championships, baby.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing them.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gano for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Texans 28, Packers 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And that's complete to Cooks. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 54. Hang it. 40. Cut. Watch the 20.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Watson and the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ballgame. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
We got this.
At their own 19-yard line.
Got it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep for Adams. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson, and they'll get this down to the 10. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Red,
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
41's coming. 41's the mic.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll find Hall. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First down, Packers.
He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Reed. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Squeeze, double.
2nd and 5. It's caught here by Adams. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Come on, set. Check 55 to Mike. I'm coming out to you.
They'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after it.
He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will get them 1 closer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Alert! 42! Watch the slant! Watch the slant!
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line.
That's another Texans first down.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Mike 42. Hey, watch your leg. Check 24. Check.
A first down carry for Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
It finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Mike 24. Mike 59. Check. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son.
Third and long. It's Watson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 22-yard line.
Let's see what you got.
They're going to look to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. The Packers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw, and he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. O.J. Howard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now it's Watson. He's got Fuller. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills, and it's 3rd down.
Set. Tight end right. Tight end right. We got 3, fellas. We got 3 sticks. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We go Mike 4. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And an alley to run. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Now a timeout coming in here defensively, as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 1st down. Henry, he will push his way down to about the 14. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 29. Kill alert. Kill. 24. 25. 25. 29, 29. Time to go. Time to go.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now it'll be interesting to see how they respond as a team. Because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see if they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, do whatever to try and get as many wins as possible, even if it doesn't reach their stated number.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long.